Well, you're welcome to try out your wardrobe in the changing room. If you need a nice place to try on your clothes, my changing room is available. Well, you're welcome to try out your wardrobe in the changing room.
All right. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the live stream. It is Thursday, November 7th, 2024. Gonna be doing some Red Dead Online today. It's my face. We haven't done this in a while with my face on the screen. But I decided to set up the camera, face cam, and then had a little bit of technical difficulties this morning. So hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you can hear me. We are going to be doing some Red Dead Online today. Do some trader, delivery, wagons, do some dailies. But ultimately, yeah, wanted to turn the camera on for the first time in a while. Unfortunately, my desk is like way over here. Still trying to get used to the new setup so I can see. MK, welcome. How can you get the free outfit? There is no free outfit this month. There is no community outfit this month, unfortunately. So, yeah. Lady Outlaws, how's it going? It's Daddy's Face. Hey, Daddy's Face. Kratos, howdy, how's it going? I've changed a bit. I have? Have I changed a bit? I don't know. I feel like I... Maybe a little more gray in the beard? I don't know. Wicked Pistols, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to everyone joining today. Thank you for being here. If you're watching us on the replay, and you're new to the channel, and you like Red Dead content, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and set them to all. We are trying to grow the channel here. I think it's just a better environment for everybody. The more people we have, the more personalities. I think it makes chat more fun. The more active chat is, the more fun I have, the more you get a better experience. It's cyclical, right? It's like we give, we take. You got to have that give and take relationship. So turn those notifications on, set them to all. And maybe we'll do some more face cam stuff as we go along. Braytech, howdy, welcome. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some dailies. Tired of hearing the Taylor talk in the background, quite honestly. Alright, so for daily challenges today, under general, we have 1 finish showdown in any showdown series, 5 perch caught, 3 player headshot kills in free roam events, 3 player kills with a pistol in showdowns, 5 red sage picked, 3 vultures plucked, and 5 whole animal carcasses sold. So you're looking at, honestly, if you're not a PvPer, you're probably looking at a 4 for 7 kind of day. Yeah, maybe even 3 for 7, because this perch thing, man, I'll tell you, I did it earlier on my other character. I threw out 9 casts, and only 5 of them came back with perch. I feel like I've got a pretty good perch area. I feel like I know some kind of advanced fishing tips to assist with that. That 5 perch caught is going to be not so fun today. I'm going to try it. I'll try it live on the stream. But like with the redfin the other day, anytime I see these 5 small fish caught fishing daily, I just cringe. I prefer the 3 medium-sized fish. Actually, I prefer the one large fish whenever it's a fishing daily. But what are you going to do? They gave us a perch today, so we'll do our best to get a 4 for 7, but definitely a 3 for 7. Well, this whole animal carcass is kind of annoying too. I feel like they only do this one in trader month, or when there's other like trader dailies that you could use. Like, I don't want to get my 5 animal carcasses. I want to sell them. I want to use them and give them to Crips, right? It's 2 times materials, so... What do I think about the PS5 Pro? Is it worth it or not? I don't know. I spent a lot of money on my original PS5s. I have 2 of them. One kind of crapped out on me about a year into owning it. Of course, it was like right after the warranty was over. So I did buy a second PS5. If I didn't buy that second PS5, I would highly consider buying a PS5 Pro. But I don't know, man. You can buy a whole ton of games at that price range. What's it like, $750? You could buy, 10 really good games, or like, 20 kind of like good games. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I should do something with you in the video? Like what? What do you want to do in the video? Yeah, I want personality. No, I mean, I didn't say good personality, just different kinds of personality. So one thing I do want to change is I kind of have to like lean over to read chat. Like you see me kind of going off screen to read chat. Like I don't want to do that. Or at least not. I would like to, like, maybe on top of the TV or something, position another camera, give you guys like a full room view. We're gonna talk about all that stuff as we move through the months here. Morgan wants to be on the camera. Of course she does. Morgan always wants to be on the camera. But yeah, so I'm on camera for the first time in a while too. So I can't say this isn't like a face reveal. It may be a face reveal for some of you, but I've been on the camera. I've been on camera plenty of times in the past. So. Anyway, so back to dailies. This whole animal carcass sold thing, I don't know. I know for a fact I can do the vultures. I just did it on my other character. Red Sage is really easy. And then the perch we'll see too. It's kind of a mess. General dailies is kind of a mess today, not going to lie. Let's look at some role challenges. Role challenges, mine may look a little different than yours. If they do, it's just because you haven't ranked up your role enough. So for example, under Bounty Hunter, you may only have one daily showing here. It just means that you haven't ranked up your Bounty Hunter quite enough, so you should go ahead and do that as soon as possible. You can get all three daily challenges. It's good to have options for these role challenges, I believe. But for those of us who do have our roles ranked all the way up, 2 bounties brought in from New Hanover posters, 3 bounty targets hog tied with a reinforced lasso, 2 bounty targets tagged with a tracking arrow. Trader 2 goods sold to distant buyers, 6 large animal carcasses donated to crypts, and 7 medium animal carcasses to crypts. So this is kind of what I was talking about. Like, this is not hard to do, but it's time consuming. And they want you to do all this and then sell 5 for general dailies too? Like, come on, man. I'm not selling anything to Butcher today. I want to donate my stuff to crypts and get credit for doing wagons and make money that way. So it's kind of a lame that they included that 5 whole animal carcasses sold in the general dailies today. Collector, 3 antique alcohol bottles found, 3 collectibles looted from non-player enemies. If you have some experience with the game, you can tell I was busy doing bootleg missions earlier this morning. I looted a gold tooth and an alcohol bottle from a revenue agent. And then 3 family heirlooms found, so not terrible. In their collector today, we should be able to do all 3 of those, no problem. Moonshiner, 2 crafted toxic moonshines, 2 moonshine bar dance for 2 minutes, and 1 moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. So the 3 moonshiners are doable today, very easy today. And then naturalist, 1 time don't kill an animal for 24 in-game hours. I did that one earlier, just kind of sitting in camp, running around doing dailies on my secondary character. He was in the game, so if you can afford to do that, just put your character in the camp for like an hour, real time, and you'll get credit for this. Don't kill an animal for 24 in-game hours. 2 legendary animals found using pheromones. Most of you know how I feel about this one. I don't think I've ever completed this one. I think maybe the other day I found like 3 legendary animals in the same lobby, but it wasn't even a daily to do the pheromones. Plus, they don't always work, so skip that one. And then 1 legendary animal photograph. Maybe we'll get a photograph of a legendary animal today. I doubt it. So if I had to look for my 9, we're probably going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, and 7, and then we'll donate some here. And I may do some distant deliveries. So you can get your 9 today without even touching these bounty hunters, which is how I kind of prefer it. All right, so let's get started with our general. Let's go try and catch these perch, man. I'm gonna get frustrated. I'm gonna piss myself off early today. Here we go. Perch, we're going over to Emerald Station, Emerald Ranch. There is this tiny little pond. It's called Hami's Bethel. You hear a lot of people refer to it as UFO House because it has a UFO in story mode. But it's the same pond we were at. If you were with me the other day, we got a bunch of fish over here for our flaky fish. Perch does count as a flaky fish. So kind of have to fish for perch again this week because I was second time fishing for perch. What happens if you have a bounty on your head in Red Dead Online and other players kill me, you die. And then it goes away. Once they kill you, it goes away. What they're probably trying to do is bring you into either their prison or a prison wagon. They are ultimately trying to get credit for turning you in. Wrong channel, $80. Monet Hawthorne, good morning. Thank you for joining. Crater's going to send a link in a minute to OnlyFans. Nice. Yeah, send it over, man. Sir Will, welcome. Thank you for stopping. Appreciate it. Appreciate the like. Well wishes for an awesome stream. Thank you. Yeah, so let's go. We're going to go over to not an ideal start to any stream. Whenever there's fishing involved, it's like, I don't know. I enjoyed fishing in this game. When the kids were real little, it was like the only thing I could do in story mode that I felt like safe doing around them, right? You don't want to be like blowing off a ton of O'Driscoll heads while your 2-year-olds are watching you play video games. So I was like, I would go around the map looking for legendary fish or just fishing in general, just because I enjoy being in this game. And half the time they were like sleeping while I was playing anyway. But I don't know. My thoughts on the fishing in this game have changed severely over time, especially since they came over to online. Fishing in story mode to me is just so much better. But for today's challenge, this is the spot you want to be in, I believe. Again, Hami's Bethel, UFO house, just north of Emerald Ranch. The game will tell you to use bread. I'm not sure that it really matters. Like, there's fish in here who their preferred bait is not bread. That will hit here, right? So it says attract smaller fish, such as redfin pickerel and perch. Well, there's perch in here. There's also chain pickerel, so if I was using corn, I could see the chain pickerel taking the bait. Or cheese with rock bass and bluegill, those are both in here as well. I'm not going to use cheese. So if I only use, this to me makes sense, but this is Rockstar logic, right? If I use the bread, and I'm in a spot with perch, then I should only catch the perch. But you'll see here, I'm going to catch a ton of other kind of fish. I'm going to try not to. I mentioned advanced fishing techniques. Going to Eagle Eye, right? You can kind of see, once you get familiar, you can tell the different shapes of the fish even when they're in the water. Again, it's not going to be 100% though, because for some reason, if you cast near a perch or what looks like a perch, something else will come over and probably take it. Those look like perch to me over by the cabin here. So let's go along the shoreline, and we'll see if we catch perch. I did 5 perch in 9 casts with Blondie, my female character. I'm going to try to beat that. We'll try to get 5 and 5. But I know it's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream. Too many bluegill, too many rock bass in this location. There you go, rock bass. So, 0 for 1. I'm going to keep it. We'll sell it to the butcher. The only downside of using the bread, too, is you have to re-bait every time. It'd be nice to just use a special spinner lure, but I don't feel like that's gonna help me. I feel like it's gonna hinder me in getting to make it catch all these other fish too. There's a perch right over there. See, the problem is I cast too far on that one. Trying to use Eagle Eye to attract them. Again, it would be so great if it was like, oh, you use bread bait, only the perch are gonna bite. Or if you're in a spot with redfin pickerel, that's fine too. No redfin in this spot, so it should just be the perch. But the way the game is designed, the way the fishing is designed in the game is horribly, horribly broken, unfortunately. So, like, look, 2 rock bass. If I were using cheese right now and catching these rock bass, that would be fine. But, I don't know, man. I guess that's fishing. That's why I don't like fishing, even in real life. Actually, there's a bunch right there. Right in the middle of the pond. Come on, baby. Give me my first perch. There we go, there's one. 1 for 3. How to change character? Like, what do you mean change your character? Switch over to another character? You have to have a separate email address and do the create character creator all over again. Just cleared a roadblock while carrying 2-star wild turkey. Oh my gosh, that sounds like quite the party. I've been clearing roadblocks here and there. I've been trying to get my sniper kills, man. Like, I actually had him in camp earlier, and she stumbled across a roadblock outside of Armadillo while I was down there hunting vultures. So I got him out of camp, and he got some extra sniper kills that way. There we go. Now we're cooking. 2 in a row. But if you're looking just to change your character, you should have, I think I still have mine, under your benefits, this free character change, right? And then you have to go to online options under the player menu, right? So I can show you how to do that real quick. You hit left on the D-pad, although you're on PC, man, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'm not going to know how to do for you. But if you open up this player menu and you go down to your online options, you have change appearance. Here you just hold down the X button and you can go and change your first character's appearance. If you don't like the way your first character that you generated looks, or the character that you're on rather, if you don't like the way that character looks, then you can just go to you go back into character creation mode. In my case, I have 2 characters because I created a second email account, created a second PlayStation Network ID, created 2 characters. But again, it's gonna be different for you. You're on PC. I don't know if any of our PC friends are in here at the moment, but maybe I can help you out there. Michael, how's it going? Welcome. Any collectibles here today? That's a good question, man. I don't know. I have my map set up for alcohol bottles and was it fossils today? Hold on, let me see. Oh, family heirlooms. But let me see. There is not really. If you go down to here, underneath the train tracks, there's a random metal detector spot. I had it set up for alcohol bottles and heirlooms because that's what the dailies are. We'll reset that. Let me see. We're kind of struggling here a little bit. Kind of struggling with this fishing challenge, as I knew we would. When creating your character, you made some mistakes and now you want to change it. Yeah, then that's what you do. You have to open up that player menu. And like I said, I know on console, PlayStation or Xbox, it's left on the D-pad on the controller to open this menu up. So whatever you do on PC to open this player menu, that's what you got to do. And then it's down below, online options. I never had to do that with this character. I had to do it on my female character. But this guy came out of the mold looking great. Came out of the mold looking amazing. Dude, these bluegill and rock bass, this is the most annoying thing in the world. See, the problem is with the bluegill, I know exactly where to go. There is one watering hole in this game where it's only bluegill. So for me to try to do this perch challenge and get a ton of bluegill is like immensely annoying. This is the spot though. Like this to me is the best spot for the perch. The only problem is there's like a million other fish in here. And for some reason, they like this bait even when they're not supposed to. Hey, Freya, how's it going? Welcome. Been a while. Hope you're doing well. I think I have 2. This maybe is number 3. I haven't been keeping track. I lost count of how many casts that was. But I feel like he's doing worse than Blondie did earlier. Of course, because I'm streaming, so love streaming. Not that I've ever done this challenge 5 for 5, but I guess it's okay to do this at the start of the stream, right? A lot of people are still joining. Perch are predators, speed it up a little. Really? I don't think that matters. There's just too many other fish in here. Also, welcome, Key. It's been a while. How are you? 5 times Trader Wagons last night. Got to meet some of your old friends again. Nice. Halloween CTA has limited number of players. Yeah. So wait, are the Halloween CTA still available? But 5 times Trader Wagons is nice. You know what I was thinking, and I might try it out today. I was getting annoyed yesterday with the long distance deliveries. Having to do 2 long distance deliveries on your characters like solo. It's not necessarily. I don't want to say it's boring, but it just takes a long time. So when I signed off last night, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do locals. I'm gonna wait till I need a resupply, do a 25 good local delivery, and then just start the process over again. So sure enough, I log in today and I see 2 distant deliveries. I'm like, go figure. I might still only do 25 goods, just to kind of like break it up a little bit. And the other thing too is like, once you have your materials full, it's kind of boring to just sit there. Like, I feel like I have other videos I can be editing and stuff like that, but I want to play the game. And I had, very real scenario yesterday where my materials were full, and I wanted to make donations and I couldn't, and I'm just sitting there like staring at Marcel or Crips all day. That's not a very fun way to play the game. So I'm trying to find a way to play the game where it's like, I don't want to be sitting in camp all day, just like AFK waiting for goods to cook. But I also don't want to stray too far because you got to hunt. You absolutely have to be hunting. So there's our 0.15 for the daily. Thank God that is over. Again, I lost count as to how many total casts it was, but you're going to probably average about 50%. Like I said, on my other character, it was 5 for 9. This guy was 5 for like maybe 11. But either way, it's not a very fun daily. I realize not a very exciting way to start the stream. But if you're somebody who's looking for gold, you need gold. It is. It's a decent way to make a little bit of gold. Are there better ways? Yes. Go to a stranger mission, do like an on the hunt or any other kind of stranger mission. You're going to get roughly the same payout that I just got for the same amount of time, and you're not going to be like pulling your beard hair out. I can't pull my regular hair out. It's shaved, right? Red Sage. Let's go do some Red Sage. We'll go to Armadillo for that. And actually, that's where the Vultures are at, too. So maybe we'll double down on Vultures and Red Sage. I feel like I kind of want to check the area for the Vultures first, just because it's a good area. And it's good to let them respawn in. So, Armadillo. Fast travel to Armadillo. And I'll show you all where some good vulture spots are. Doing good. Family's doing good. Thank you for asking. Michael, I think I said hello, Michael, if not hello. We are moved. This is the new setup. I can't wait to show it to you guys. In fact, if I didn't already have the Arthur Morgan Warriors video scheduled, I probably would do a room tour, like a setup tour at the new place. But it's not quite there yet, and I had that video scheduled already. So maybe like a members only video coming soon, maybe sometime next week, of like the room. And especially if I can get the setup complete. It's about 95% right now. I'm very happy with how everything is working, so I will gladly share something like that. But yeah, we're settled. We got an offer on the old house, and we're just kind of waiting on like inspections and appraisals and stuff like that. So very exciting. So look, folks, right here. There's your vulture. Don't shoot it while it's on top of the sign, though. Let it fly a little bit. And it's easy picking, or in this case, plucking. That is going to be a guaranteed spot. So of the 3 vultures I got earlier on my female character, 2 of them came from right on top of that sign. There's another spot, which I'll show you right now, too. I'm going to leave that marker on the map, though. So this is like near the featured series outside of Armadillo. And then also, kind of along these, there's an arrowhead up here today, by the way. along the tracks here, we'll also occasionally have some. Sometimes there'll be like 4 or 5 of them all kind of just sitting right next to each other. It's kind of nice. But I was over here earlier with Blondie. The first time, nothing spawned in. So we'll see. Just kind of going into Eagle Eye, keeping an eye on top of these telephone poles as we move through. Her second time over here, there was one that spawned in, but it can be a little funny. It's not, it's not a guaranteed thing when it comes to some of these spawns. That one that I was at earlier just now, that is about as close as it's gonna get to a guaranteed thing. I see vultures on top of there all the time. There's also one that spawns in at Gaptooth quite a bit, but you have to fast travel to Tumbleweed and then go ride all the way over to Gaptooth. Unless your camp is already there, that one can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But I do think, for me, it's like you spend more time fast traveling over there than if you just ride around here. It's kind of like 6 to 1, half dozen the other. And like I said, there is an arrowhead over here today, so we'll go ahead and take advantage of that while we're here. Not that I need the arrowhead, but I'm not going to pass up a collectible when it's in an area when I'm doing something else, so we'll take it. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're kind of just, I don't know, it's tough to say. I don't want to give, like, a ton of background, because, like, you guys know I don't mind necessarily talking about my personal life, but it got to be tough there at the end. We had been planning on moving for a very long time. Back in 2020, we were really considering it, and then COVID happened, and then it was very hard, I think, just in general, for people to get out of that complacency, right? One of the negative things about, at least here in the States, with all the lockdowns and everything that we had as it relates to COVID, was getting people back out of the house, and guilty of that myself, right? So I'm not just talking about people in general, I'm talking about myself. I just think in general, just became so complacent with, okay, well, no, we're fine here. We're fine here. Don't change anything. The world's a scary place when you make changes. And all the stuff that's just not true, right? But it became, in my mind, and I guess in Lady Outlaw's mind too, it became true. So I don't want to say like we got stuck there, because it's such a bad way to talk about a house that we built so many memories in. Like we brought the dog home there, we raised the dog there, the kids came home there, tons of stuff related to the band and music wise happened there. I mean, we wrote a song in that basement that ends up with over 1 million plays on Spotify. Like, that's so freaking cool, man. It's tough to just say, you know what, we don't want to be here anymore. But I think with the dog passing, it kind of kickstarted a lot of things for us, and it was like, okay, no, now we definitely do need to get out of here. And it's amazing how, like, I don't want to be all cliche and everything, but I feel like a new person. Just in, like, the last month that I think we've been at this place for about a month now. Just in the last month of being in this new place, I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I've got all these ideas of things I want to do. I talked about, like, the setup here for YouTube, but not just that kind of stuff. Like I said, getting back out into the world and not being complacent with, being a hermit. But so anyway, you guys see here, right? Like, this vulture spawned back in. This is going to be about as guaranteed a vulture spot as you're going to get. Someone mentioned, I saw in chat, Rascalar Fork. Who's that? Was that Kratos? Yeah, Rascalar Fork is a good one. And then, like I said, Gaptooth will have some too. But I feel like this is the best one because it's so close to a fast travel spot. We need to come here for Red Sage anyway today. Armadillo is a really good spot. The path between Armadillo, which we'll get to in a minute, the path between Armadillo and Fort Mercer is, like, to me, the best Red Sage spot. So I'm going to do one more tour along these telephone poles. But I appreciate you saying that you're happy for us. And we are, I mean, I think I could speak for Lady Outlaws and the kids. We're, like, super ecstatic. Like, we went to Board of Ed yesterday, me and Lady Outlaws. We started getting, like, forms and stuff ready for them to actually transfer schools. I know Morgan's excited about that. She's excited about being in a new school, which is, like, a weird thing because I think most kids don't like change, and I think she's going to miss a lot of her friends, but I think she's also, it's just such a better opportunity. I think she understands that. She understands the better opportunity that the new town affords her as far as education and stuff like that, so we're looking forward to, we're not quite ready to switch schools yet, but that's going to happen here probably pretty soon, once we get our forms and proof of residency stuff together. But I'm happy for them, I'm happy for me, I'm happy for her, I'm just happy for all of it. I think it's a good thing. I think it's going to spark, you know. I mentioned a lot of memories at the old place. We lived there for 15 years, right? So here's to the next 15, I guess, is kind of the attitude that we're taking, right? We're 1 month into what should be another 15 years. I don't think we'll live here forever, but I think we'll probably stay in the same town, even if we do move to another place within this town. These vultures are being stingy today, man. Usually I get at least one along these telephone poles here. I'm going to go back to that spot over there where the marker is again. See if we get a third one. If not, I might actually head over to Raskeller. This is taking a little longer than I expected. Definitely a little longer than I took on Blondie earlier. She had, after her second time of checking this sign over by the sheriff's office, the outskirts of town, she had one on the telephone poles, so. Usually you see them flying around too. I'm not seeing anything. I think she did better with it kind of like rainy and cloudy out than he's doing with mostly clear skies. That's the other thing too. If it's raining, you're probably not going to see these guys. The birds go MIA during the rain. So you may want to, if it's raining and by the time you get around to playing today. Now see, this one doesn't have it here. Yeah, we might have to go to, I'm going to check the telephone poles one more time, and then we're going to go to Raskeller because I'm tired of riding around this area. I will, though, grab some red sage on the way out. This, though, is probably, in my experience, the best spot for, I don't think that's a woodpecker. I figured it was too small. This, I think, is the best spot. I'm struggling a little bit right now, but I think this is still the best spot for vultures. Almost always spawn on these telephone poles. What's that? It's a raven. Raven too, yes. I think ravens are out right now. Man, I'm actually pretty disappointed with the spot right now. What's that? That might be one. Yeah. What are you? Oh, it's a condor. Wow. Dude. Oh, there's one on that telephone pole right there. Woohoo! Let it fly off so we don't have to climb a telephone pole, which you can't do. And there's your third raven. Ridgeback Spirit Beer is broken? Was he running around you in circles? I'm hoping to find a legendary today. I made the decision yesterday with the Azula elk. I had to kill it. Normally I would sample legendaries because I've been trying to get this sampling of legendaries done, but I was in my head, I'm like, nope, we'll save that for naturalist month, whatever that is, right? That's probably going to pop its head here again soon. Probably early 2025, either January or February, we'll get naturalist month. I was like, I need the materials. I need that pelt. Those 3 times materials on the legendary animal pelts. Or if you can get it, carcass. But in the case of the elk, you can't sedate and sample. I mean, sample and kill. Skin, whatever. So, yeah, so I mentioned earlier Red Sage, right? Red Sage is daily today. Fast travel into Armadillo. Follow this road. Right along here, there's going to be tons of red sage. Sometimes on the other side of the track, too, if you need it. We'll see how many we get. When I was down here earlier with Blondie, 2 patches of 3 gave me 6, which allowed me to get my 5 I needed for daily. So, but that's the spot just south of Armadillo. Left side of this road after we recross over the train tracks. We should be able to find some decent red sage there. It's actually good for parasol mushrooms too, which is not a daily. In fact, I don't know that ever is a daily. But good for stews, right? If you need Sandanese stew, you need some parasol mushrooms. But here they are, red sage, red flower, easy enough. And then if there's not more on this side, then like I said, definitely on the other side. These are carrots. I feel like there was more on this side. Alright, well, let's check the other side. It's around here somewhere. I know it is. Got it earlier. Where did you go? Close to the tracks, maybe? There we go. Perfect, exactly 5. But it's really, I mean, truly all along here. There's your 5. Right, so if you need to find another patch, just kind of keep your eye on the side of the road as you come down through here. Even all the way over to like where Gus is here. You're getting a little far from the fast travel at that point, so maybe a little less efficient than I like, but yeah, for some reason you don't get, like, sometimes they grow in only 2s, right? So if you only got 2 here and 2 here, you only have 4. Just keep coming along this road. It's all along the side of this road over by Mercer Station and everything, so. Ridgeback is running in circles. Of course it is. Alright, let's... We got our perch. We got our red sage. We got our vultures. I'm going to skip this one. Like I said, I mean, it's easy gold, but I want those carcasses. And you can't do fish. The only fish you can really do that I think might still work is the steelheads. And I don't know that I have enough of those that it makes sense to do that. Although I do need to sell some fish to the butcher. Let's see. I have 7. And I have 11 salmon, so I can always use the salmon for succulent fish meat later. You know, I want to test this. I want to see if this steelhead... It used to work. It used to be the only fish that would count for carcasses daily. I want to test it. We're going to go to Blackwater. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least I'll get credit for selling some things to Butcher. I was going to go do that at some point anyway with the perch and the rock bass and the bluegill that I caught, so. Fast travel. Blackwater. I mean, if you want, you can go get like some small animals and stuff that might help with this challenge, but I don't know. Got a New York token. Tower and Tumbleweed. Got 9 of them now. Nice. Dude, speaking of which, you're going to laugh at this. I feel like Braytick will appreciate this, but maybe some more people too. Look at that. Remember how badly I was looking for gold dollars? So because coins was a daily yesterday, I pulled a gold dollar from underneath the bridge all the way down by the Sea of Coronado, right? And I was like, how many is that? And I was like, are you kidding me? 7 gold dollars. And the only reason why I found that out actually is because I was curious. When I pulled the gold dollar, I'm like, I thought it gave me a second set, but no, now it's the gold quarters. I mean, it doesn't matter. I got all my coins, but it would be nice to pull maybe at least 1 more gold quarter. That way I have 2 coin sets to sell if and when collector bonuses come back around. But as soon as I opened it up and saw I had 7 gold dollars, I was like, you bastards. Like, it took me so long to find that last one. Now I'm sitting on a whole plethora of them. Alright, so let's sell the perch.
See a fair amount of that lately.
Let's sell the bluegill. None of these are going to count. I know they're not going to count. I checked on a blondie earlier. Let's sell the rock bass.
Seems like every other fella tries to sell me
Let's
one
sell
of
the
these.
largemouth bass. And then I'm going to sell one of these steelheads and see if it still
See a fair
counts
amount of that
towards that daily. And it does. That is amazing. So if you have a bunch of steelheads on you, I recommend normally keeping them for succulent fish meat. But in this case, I have a ton of a ton of steelheads and a ton of sockeye salmon, which also it won't count for this daily challenge, but it will count if I need to make succulent fish with them. And that's a lot. 11's a lot. And I can always go get more. Like, I spend most of my time, if I get sprayed by Harry, I spend a lot of time hanging out and catching steelhead trout anyway. So let's go 2.
Seems like every other fella
3,
tries to sell me one of these.
4,
You good at hunting these, huh?
and 5. Hunting these. I am good at hunting these fish. So there's your daily. Again, I don't necessarily recommend you do it that way. You have to decide if it's worth the gold for you or not. But just know that you don't actually have to give your animal carcasses. So for some reason, steelhead's the only fish that counts, but it counts. So I'm gonna donate this good, or sell this good steak pelt, good badger pelt. I did a poacher mission earlier today, so I've got those things sitting there. I'm gonna hold on to this for when perfect pelts is a daily. This is good for crafting. Perfect pelts daily. Good for stews. We could sell these vulture feathers.
See a fair amount of that lately.
And then the gamey bird meat will sell too. And then we'll take a quick look at where we're at on this butcher award.
You have a good day.
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell are you doing? 100 animal products sold to a butcher. We're up to 102. I can reset it one more time, but that's some good progress, man. I feel like we just started working on that a few months back. I've added focus on that because I figured it was a doable award, one of the awards you could max out. So, yeah, that's what we're doing there. So we got our 5 whole animal carcasses sold daily after all. I don't PvP, so I'm not going to do these PvP ones, but you're more than welcome to give them a try. The headshot kills in Inferno events, finishing a showdown in any showdown series, 3-player kills with a pistol and showdown. These aren't terrible. This one might get you hung up a little bit, only because a lot of the showdowns will force weapons on you. So you might not be able to use a pistol. You might have to use a shotgun, or throwing knife, or tomahawk. But I think Braytech keep me honest, or any of the other PvP folks keep me honest. I think of the 3 PvP challenges, this one I've got highlighted here, probably the most difficult, just by way of not getting, you could bring your pistols in if you want, but they're going to take them away from you in most of the showdowns. At least that was my experience. So let's move on to some other stuff here. Naturalist, we already got our Don't Kill an Animal challenge. And then if we come across a legendary, I'll try to remember to get a photograph of it, but I don't even know if we're going to need that. Moonshine Soul, Dance to the Moonshine Bar, Craft Toxin. But let's go ahead and do this one. I think he's in Blondie's posse, so we'll have him stand down, form his own posse. The player kills in Inferno events is always a funny thing to me, because like that wild animal kills thing just popped. There's going to be a ton of people in that event looking for player kills, and you can't actually kill players in that event. But they're going to be there. You're going to get killed, try to get, probably get dynaboat off your horse and stuff like that. But yeah, steelhead trout, try it. Give it a shot. Leslie told you last night she had 2 emerald wolves spawn within 5 minutes. Never happened before. Yeah, I've never seen that before. The only other thing I can think of is it spawned for her, and if she was playing for somebody else, it may have spawned for them. But shoot, man, if that ever happened with me, I would have kept trying to go back to Emerald Ranch, keep getting that bad boy to spawn in. It's a good month to have that happen. I feel like, this is just me, but I feel like the legendary animal spawns have been a little more frequent than perhaps they would be under a normal month, which is a good thing. Because I got the Ghost Panther on Saturday, and then yesterday I got the Ghost Panther again. I didn't end up killing it. I was in the middle of doing something else, but I was like, Damn, that Ghost Panther spawned in again already? I had like 2 minutes to get out of the house yesterday when it spawned in. I was like, I don't have time to fight that stupid thing. Spice Island, we have a buyer. Let's go ahead and deliver our moonshine. 18 bottles today.
Now we must go.
Drive carefully.
I must warn you.
She was in a solo MTU lobby when that happened. That is interesting. That's very interesting.
That is what they are paying.
The only other time I've ever seen that happen was I was playing with somebody and I got a legendary animal and I rode away. That person went to go get a collectible up in the same area and they got the same legendary animal. Which was allowed. It was cool because it allowed me to ride back up and get a second sample of it. But a solo MTU lobby and that happened, huh? Interesting. Isn't she like the legendary animal whisperer though, or is that somebody else in your group? Isn't there someone in your group that has like is always getting legendary animals? I feel like that's where it goes to. There's some kind of like when you create your player, sometimes you get benefits like that, and sometimes you don't get other things that a lot of people do get. Like I know I know someone who used to play in the group who for some reason they would get Rescue the Moonshine buyers like every 10 minutes. And I hardly ever get those. So there's some kind of something that we all don't get to see behind the scenes that makes it like a different game for everybody. My experience may be different from your experience. Your experience may be different from third person experience and so on. Like the Barry Cobbler thing, right? Like I never have a problem with Barry Cobbler. And actually, I think doesn't she have a problem? Like she never has a buyer for Barry Cobbler. So she never has a buyer for Barry Cobbler, but she gets all these legendary animals, right? That's interesting.
Thanks. You got a problem with me, do you?
She's listening to the stream. Yeah, I know. She said she listens in. She's the witch of your cult. That's pretty cool, though, man. I need to hang out with her more often. Get me some legendary animals. 1124 for that part of it was because it was special moonshine. The other part of it is because it was a daily to get the 18 bottles in tie. But yeah, that's an easy daily. Oh, speaking of legendary animals, here's my piggy. I feel like, dude, could I get a worse animal to try and take a picture of? Come on, man. I'm gonna try something here, though. This train track area is really good for making sure you don't get run over by this guy. I gotta at least get close enough to have him notice me. There he is. Or she is. Oh no, don't do that. No, not social club. Not social club. Get me out of this immediately. Oh my god, my character is dying. Oh no, he's not. Stop, dude. Come on, man. Get rid of the camera for 2 seconds, bro. This pig is gonna... Okay, the camera's gone. He's in there somewhere hiding. You kind of got to get like his attention first. This isn't going to count. I have 72 rounds. Scared of a little boar. Alright, hold on. There's my picture. I'm getting this sample too. So like for some reason he gets tricked by the bridge here. This railroad bridge. This beautiful thing. Dude, back before I figured that out, this thing would kill me all the time. I ain't trying to get run over by no boar. Probably should have killed it and skinned it, like we were talking about. It's a good month to. Oh, I can't even take a sample of it. Are you freaking kidding me? I definitely should have killed it and skinned it. Now I can't. Well, I got the photograph for the daily, so all's well that ends well. Cannot camp near hostiles. What is this? That's part of the railroad. Move a few more feet away from that hostile boar. You can set up a camp. I need to see Harriet. I was hoping not to visit Harriet this month, but got too many legendary Wapka boar. Wakpa. I don't know. You try it. Just found the legendary dog to follow. Dude, no doubt. No doubt that is... It's the most legendary of all the legendaries. Although for me right now, maybe the Tekka Gator is a little more rare than the dog. I think I found the dog 3 times, 4 times in the time that I found the freaking Tekka Gator.
There are things you could do to lower the price, huh?
Don't worry about it, Marcel. We're not doing that anymore.
This is a
Moonshine
good
month is
flavor.
over. We're just dealing with you
Now,
because
all
we
it
need to get
needs
some
is
dailies done.
some time. Success.
Alright. We need to do some dancing.
Word is you're quite the hero. Look alive, fellers. Got us a customer.
Can kill and skin if you didn't take the sample. Really? Too late now.
Maybe some of y'all know how this one goes.
I thought once it was sedated, you couldn't skin it if it was that category. I'll have to try that out. Yeah, I forgot who I was talking to. So I said it, I was like, why am I questioning him? On that particular subject.
Woo, you gonna dance or what?
I'm already dancing. It's so funny because then she says that. I feel like every time she says that, then I get credit for the day that I stop dancing. It's almost like my character was embarrassed by her. Alright, so we did our delivery, we did our dancing, now we just gotta craft some toxic moonshine.
We have some new clients.
We've done moonshiner dailies, we can start looking for some collectibles. Let me see what I got. I might need to get rid of some first. Yeah, just like she did. have the ingredients? Yes, he does. Good. There's a daily. Alright. 5 of 9 roll challenges. So yeah, let's do some collecting. Maybe might not get this one, but we'll see. Heirlooms and alcohol bottles. Is there anything in the area? There is an alcohol bottle at Manzanita Post. Perfect. Tennessee whiskey. Something else here too. Is there a card? Outside. Yep, card on the tables. Doesn't count for a daily. Doesn't work for a daily. It's not a daily, but grab it while we're here. Alright, what else? Where else can I get some alcohol bottles from? Looks like maybe Saint Denis got some today. The absinthe is in Saint Denis. Let's go to Rhodes first, though. There's 2 heirlooms in Rhodes. Then we'll pop down to Saint Denis for our last alcohol bottle, and then there's probably an heirloom there too, if I had to guess. It's almost always one of everything in Saint Denis. Roads. Doctober, how's it going? Appreciate it. Yeah, through the webcam on today. New location. I'm gonna try to get a much even more involved setup going on eventually. But yeah, for now, this is the first time I've used the face cam in freaking forever. Try to do a little more of it. I'd almost forgotten about it, honestly, and then when we were moving, I stumbled across it's not here today. I stumbled across the webcam and I was like, oh yeah, I can use the camera. And then there was, I found a second webcam that I forgot I had too, that I never used. It was like still in the packaging. I think I got it for like Christmas one year, once my family found out that I was doing the streaming thing. So yeah, I think at some point I'm gonna get all that set up, man. I get a good, nice view, much more interactive stream going on here. Alright, so it's over. It's got to be over in the chest then. Goat hairbrush. And then the other one must be... I forget what this is, but it's a metal detector one. Metal hairpin? Is it metal hairpin? What is it? Carved wooden hairpin. Which is funny, why would a wooden hairpin? I guess it has parts of it that are metal. Alright, and then, yeah, let's go down to Saint Denis. Absinthe bottle in the cemetery. Gives me my... I said third alcohol bottle, but it's not. I need a third collectible looter from an enemy because I did get 1 alcohol bottle, but I also got a gold tooth. So we'll still need to find another alcohol. Which actually, you know what? Instead of fast traveling, let's do this. Because there's an alcohol bottle here today. Let's grab that one on the way down to Saint Denis. sunrise. It's cool. What's this?
Got the raw. Someone's coming. Hey, I see you there. Turn on your heels. You done, you piece of crap.
They came out of nowhere, okay? Next thing I was regaining my facilities, tied up here. Please, cut me free. Come on!
I guess
Let
we'll
me
cut
out
him
of
free.
this!
Cool, I got another gold tooth. Gives me my third collectible looted.
Oh, dear Lord. Thank God for this. Good luck to you.
Moonshiner. Is it the... Oh yeah, give me that, man. Let's go over there. I need these throwable kills still. I didn't say I never used it. Oh, you're talking about the other one? Yeah, no, there is one. It's still in the packaging. I would show you, but it's kind of like over there. This one I've used. This one I've used a ton.
Hey, get yourself gone from here. Hey, you
Oh.
don't belong here.
This dude shoved me. Like I'm not carrying a tomahawk. Tomahawk. Where'd my other one go, though? There we go. These guys not gonna alert to my presence, really? Oh, there we go, finally. Someone's like, hey, this dude's killing us with tomahawks. Wake up.
You're gonna be full of holes, you son of a bitch.
Not if you can't shoot, I ain't.
I can't wait.
Where is this dude? Oh, he's stuck down there. Oh!
You a dead
Fell through
man.
the floor. Let's try this again. There we go.
You think you're above the law?
What is going on right now? Kill that man. Thank you. None of these guys have alcohol bottles on them, huh? Interesting. Nope. I tried to bank shot it, but I hit the wrong bank. Let's try that again. There you go. Salvage. Dude. I can't even tell you the last time I did salvage. I think once I realized it was all common collectibles, I was like, forget it. It's good for new players. But I'd much rather collect the things I want to collect in the time it takes to do salvage. Another free roam event today where you can't actually kill players, so that won't stop people from trying. My favorite food of all time? Yeah, tomahawks are satisfying. Probably pizza. I love pizza. It's I haven't met a pizza I didn't like. Maybe one time I had pizza that I was like, ooh, this is gross. I grew up in like mostly Italian, mostly Greek area of the country. So we have all these like Greek pizza restaurants and Italian pizza restaurants and stuff like that. But that's not really, I mean, that's like such a little kid answer. What's your favorite food? Pizza. But yeah, I don't know. I like steak. Adding on to the little kid answers. I like macaroni and cheese, like a homemade macaroni and cheese. Not like Kraft out of the box. I mean, I'll eat that too, but like a homemade, you know, the stuff my grandmother used to make that my mom now makes and my wife kind of puts her own spin on. That's like, that kind of mac and cheese is probably up there. But again, that's like such a little kid answer. Pizza and macaroni and cheese, man. There's our third alcohol bottle, so we don't actually need to go get that absinthe now, but I'm gonna go down there anyway. I'm gonna go over there and get it. We do need, there's an heirloom, it looks like, at, oh my gosh, what is his name? Bronte. Bronte's mansion has an heirloom at it today, it looks like. This guy, right there. The hibachi thing, yeah, dude, hibachi? You don't know what hibachi is? So hibachi, which took me a really long time to come around eating, it's like Japanese. They cook it on like a grill that's part of the table. Dude. I think you've been to the States before. Next time you come here, you're going to have to make sure you find a hibachi restaurant. It's like Japanese style. They cook it right there in front of you. You get this whole experience with like fire and all these different like cooking knives that these guys have. It's wild. It's expensive though, so we try to do that like maybe once a month or for like special occasions. But you can get all of this, like it's the same kind of food that you normally would eat. Shrimp, steak, chicken. They have other seafood options, lobster, scallops. But it's just the way they cook it. They add like all these different, I don't know, Japanese spices. They add egg. So like if you had like shrimp fried rice or pork fried rice, like we have a lot of Chinese restaurants here that have that as a dish. It's kind of like the same thing. They add egg. I don't know. For some reason, adding egg to rice is like a cool thing. Who knew? You guys don't have any hibachi food there in good old England, huh? 15 of 15. I found the 15th heirloom. Sweet. I wasn't even looking for it. Just kind of found it. There's our 3 heirlooms. Daily. Yeah, it's really good. Asmund Gold had a $2 steak on YouTube. Dude, steak is one of those things whereas, like, I'll mess around with pizza. Like, it's very hard to find a bad pizza. I hate when like, nasty steak that's not even really steak. Like, for $2, you might as well have a burger, man. It's a different cut of the beef, but at least it's... I would never eat a $2 steak. We had... Where were we? Oh, we went to a kind of like a Tex-Mex kind of restaurant. It's called a steakhouse, but really the Mexican food there is probably the bigger appeal. One of the appetizers was steak skewers, which I was very excited about. And they overcooked the steak. It was freaking gross. It was so, like, I had like 2 bites and I was like, okay, you guys can have the rest of this because I'm not eating this nasty steak. We have too many really good steak restaurants in the area to be messing around with that kind of stuff. Like, I don't even really, we never have steak at home. Because if we're going to have steak, it's like, well, let's just go to, it's expensive, but there's, like I said, there's some really good steak restaurants in the area. Steak houses. I'd rather spend a little more for the good stuff. What'd you call me? I don't need this now. We have our 3 alcohol bottles already, but I'm gonna grab it. You can always use it. I don't know why my character just squatted like that. That was weird. I tried to take him out of it. He squatted again. What the hell, man? I have all 9 antique alcohol bottles. I think the absinthe is a dupe, right? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's only my first absinthe. Boo. I'm gonna have to pay more attention to that. Make sure I grab the absinthe bottle a little more often. Alright, let's take a look. What are we at? We're at 8 of 9. And one more trader challenge. Probably gonna do the 6th large. I don't know. Let's go. He's back in his own posse now. Let's go. Don't need to worry about moonshine anymore today. I think I might actually do this. I talked about it a little earlier, doing like 25 good deliveries. Rather than sitting here and waiting for resupplies to be ready. I feel like we'll do a 25 good distant delivery. And I'll do a little bit of hunting. And either get the 9th roll daily from the hunting, or if I need to rely on that 2nd distant delivery, I can do that. She actually, Blondie, has a wagon ready to go too. But I don't think I'm going to do full wagons anymore. I don't know, man. So what is the benefit of doing 100 good wagons? Is there a bonus XP or bonus money? I feel like I should probably know that. I'm the streamer. But honestly, I don't, and I don't know. Has anyone even thought to? So a lot of times I have these ideas, and I'm like, oh, it's a crazy idea. That ends up being a good idea, and then a lot of other times it's a crap idea. But I feel like I want to try to figure this out. What is the downside of doing 25 good deliveries? Is it just that you have to do so many of them? Well, that's not a bad thing. I'm literally only doing trader to get this resupply daily award complete, right? So for me, 949 resupplies. The more resupplies I can do, the better. And yes, you do need to do them regardless of whether you're doing deliveries or not. But I don't know. I just, like I said, if you weren't here for the top of the stream, start of the stream, I was sitting here the other day just kind of staring at crypts a lot, and I was like, what the hell, man? I'm just sitting around. I'm not making any money. I'm not making any XP. I felt like I was sitting around quite a bit. So you guys will have to let me know. Central London, 2 hours away. Got you. So, but you could do that. So, what, like, how often do you get into London, right? Like for me, I'm about 2 hours away from New York. We don't go there that often, but when I do, there's things that I have on my little list of things to do. So, I guess what my recommendation would be would for you to add that to your list next time you go to London. But we have them all over here. That's kind of one of the nice things about the States, man. I don't have to go to New York City or to Boston to get good food. You know, I mean, yeah, we're all overweight. Not all of us. A lot of us are overweight here in the States, but that's because we have good food all the time. It's bound to happen. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna try and figure this out, right? So 25 good delivery. If I do a distant, is 156.25. I think that might be what it is. Right, you get like a bonus for doing 100.
Sometime today would be nice.
But again, it takes a long time too. I don't know, man. I feel like time per XP or XP per time
The suspense
spent.
is killing me.
It might make sense to do this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna calculate how long it takes to do a distant delivery with only
I
25.
really feel like a new man.
I'm gonna start a stopwatch.
All these long dormant passions surging through me once more. So while I head into town in search of some company, could you go make a sale? It'll be a bit of a journey, I'm afraid, but the
I mean, it's
buyers offering good
$12.50,
money.
so there is a bonus money-wise to doing it as 100 goods. But I feel like time spent. Look at that. I mean, I'm gonna fly through this delivery because this tiny wagon. It was taking too long to do those distant deliveries with a full set of goods. This looks absolutely ridiculous, but we can go a lot faster. And I don't care about looks, he said, with his face cam on. I'm more interested in, like, the time spent. Oh, dude. Are you serious right now? Freaking... This guy's over here? Where is it? Little detour. Have to factor this out. This thing is over here, man. No. Wait, that's not even it. Where the hell is it? There it is. Ah, I cut him off. Ah, gotcha. Oh my gosh. Do I have my pump? Good. Dude, it's so hard to shoot with this wagon. I'd have been better off calling my horse, bro. Crips! I'm sending this animal back towards you. I have to call my horse anyway once we get... Dude. I can think of no worse way to try and kill.
I will enjoy killing you.
Dude, this is supposed to be a test for how quickly I could do this. Why is it auto steering on the road? This is such a dumb way to do this. Don't do this, guys. Come on, man. Catch up so I can go get this free... What is this guy doing? This enemy does not want to kill me. Oh, is he on foot? He's on foot because I killed the other guy who was driving the horse. Dude, this is so dumb. I should have blown up the wagon. Come on, man. The horse... This horse has a mind of its own, bro. Dude. I think I did better on this thing when I didn't have the reticle. Oh my dude. Drive straight, you stupid horse. Dude, now it's not even... This thing either goes too slow or too fast. I'm not enjoying this. It's horrible. 0 out of 5, would not recommend. That was hardly worth the effort. Even at 2 times materials, this thing is not going to be worth that effort. Alright. Go ahead, Avery. Get out of here. Alright, so minus 5 minutes from the test here. What? Dude, I realize my gun is dirty, but still. This is so bad. Did one local and you crashed it in the moving train? Yeah. It's supposed to be faster this way. I don't know. Like I said, I'm mostly only interested in doing trader at this point. I don't necessarily need the money. I don't necessarily need the XP. I'm just trying to get these resupplies done as quickly as possible. And I felt like it was just a lot of sitting around the other day. It was good. I got a lot done. I edited like this whole video, this whole 2-hour video I've been working on. So that was nice, but for actual time spent playing the game, not so great. I do think locals are the way to go, though. I'm only doing this because distance are daily today, and like I said, I had this idea yesterday where I was like, I'm just going to do local deliveries, we'll get them done so fast, who cares about the money, who cares about the XP? And then Rockstar was like, nah, you're going to make you do some distance deliveries today. Honestly, I think we'll get the night daily from hunting anyway. But I'm going to continue to study this like all month. I want to see if I feel better about just doing locals. Doing them quick. 25 good local deliveries. In my little cart. Feeling like a rank 5 trader over here. Or a rank 1 trader even. I think probably what I would do going forward too is blow up the wagon, just take the bag. Bro, you better move. Well, I told you to move, and you stayed there like a dumbass, so now your horse is dead, you're dead. Gotta love these guys. Hey, is that gunfire? I'm just stand right here, make myself an easy target. I probably won't even need to do any hunting, actually. We got that freaking bison. I shouldn't say that. That's not going to be a great... That's probably the worst, right? Is that the worst? Does anybody know for sure? I feel like that's the worst of the legendary animal pelts. Even with it being double material, it's still not great. I wonder how many times I've killed that thing. That's a thing. Do I really not have any meat cooked up? Yeah, yeah.
Devil take you.
back over here. Where do you think you're going? Ah, he's going that way. Ah, I'm not gonna talk about that. We'll talk about politics. Here's my politics view. I had a friend who ran for local office. Pretty good friend. And even when he was going around asking for signatures, right, he had to have like, I don't know, 500 signatures just to get his name on the ballot here locally. I even told him, I'm like, bro, you know I love you, but I ain't signing it. Like, I don't do politics, man. At all. Not even a little bit. I do Red Dead. I do video games. I do sports. I do not do politics. Rescue strangers do steal NPC horses. June, you tested again last night. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, you can see that when I just did that thing where I killed all those guys and freed that dude. He took one of their horses to get out of there. I was fascinated, though. What was I doing where the guy took someone's horse? Or actually, like, whistled for a horse, even. Well, that was last week. What was I doing? I was along the Flatiron Lake shoreline over by Chapter 4 camp, or Chapter 3 camp, rather. I forget what I was doing. I was like just randomly messing with some guy, and he ended up whistling for a horse. But yeah, you gotta respect the programming that they made the NPCs smart enough to realize that they can hop on horses. Which makes sense. I mean, you see the revenue agents do it when they're chasing you during a moonshine delivery. You see these guys do it sometimes, right?
What do you want?
No talking about politics, religion, and soccer. Yeah, religion is another thing I don't really talk about too much. So that took us 11 and a half minutes. And a whole lot of time was diverted getting that stupid to talk on bison. But I am curious now if I go Fool's Gold. That's a good one to get your player kills in. Finally got a free roam event where you can get some player kills. Not that I'm gonna do it, but you could. Yeah. Gavin's friend. Yeah, Gavin's friend steal a horse. That's amazing. What, to like get away from you? Were you messing with him? Why is it taking so long to fast travel today? I feel like this fast travel to this camp is like PS4 slow. Let me definitely need to grab some ammo. I definitely want to clean this gun because that was that was just ridiculous. I don't know why my rifle was so dirty. Was it in the water? I didn't think I was. And this moonshine event spawned in over here. And I want to do this resupply. And then we'll see. I gotta donate this bison. Do I have fire bottles? Did I pick up fire bottles? I need to go see a fence. Not getting my fire kills the way I want to.
If you keep selling at this rate, we'll be dripping in gold by this time next year.
Crips, we're already dripping in gold.
We're in business.
We're already millionaires.
Supplies are running down fast.
37.5 is not terrible, but again, hardly
Impressive.
worth all
Not
that
seen one like this
aggravation I
before.
went through to get it. I did go through, actually, I made a list of things that need to be done this month for clothing. Wardrobe items, like pretty rare wardrobe items. I confirmed that it wasn't anything that I already had. I'll go through that in just a minute. I was just looking at plentiful materials. One of them was to reach plentiful materials. You get some reward. I went back through after the stream on Tuesday. I went back through the newswire, try and see all the different things I could acquire from the old outlaw passes.
Disappoint me, feller.
Yes, I got him to destroy his own moonshine property. That's what it is. Unless I'm assuming it will. It's gonna catch on fire, right? No?
Any requests for the Undertaker?
No, I want my tomahawk back. How did it go under the... Come on, man. What are the odds of that? I know I gotta be my tomahawk. Oh. I hear bottles breaking. Is someone throwing cosmic moonshine? They were.
You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch. Yes! God, admitting I can climb on back. Too much fun. Too much fun. Oh, now these guys are gonna have alcohol bottles like crazy. Dailies complete. Let's see, I think if we shoot this lantern, this one catches on fire. Yeah. And then there's another one I can do that with too. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah. And then this one. Nice. Let's get out of here. Sonia. Ooh, Hagarita. Nice. Cool. Yeah, so let me just go through this real quick. I wrote down a ton of stuff, man. I say wrote it down, I got it in my notes app on my phone. So if you do trade route before December 2nd, there's a Rex Road boots. That's something that I didn't have before, so that's a rare item. You log in from any point this month. You get the West Elizabeth bandana. I already had that one, so winning a featured series this month will give you the dumpster shirt. I have that one. Actually, did I get my login? Login, you get 20 small game arrows, 3 potent miracle tonics. That should be one that should have already received that one. Those usually come pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah, and I must have already grabbed the arrows. Where's my horse? actually craft small game arrows. So if the bow has them, then yeah. Yep, so that already came in. So you guys should have already received those. If you logged in like the first day of the month on Tuesday, you should have your potent miracle tonic and small game arrow award. Plentiful materials will give you the fake beard. I already have that. Craft an item at a campfire for Goldwing spurs. So I did do that at the end of last stream. Spurs. I'm not going to be able to put them on it anyway, but let's see. No, I haven't received those yet. I feel like I'm going to have to open a ticket for that one. You still didn't receive your fake beard? No. You saw Dirt Tyler posted a good video on getting all the Outlaw Pass items this month. Yeah, I mean, I was going to do something like that, but then I just decided to write it all down. Complete a trader sale, you should get those gloves. That one should have come already. Next week, you have to complete all trader dailies for 3 days in a row. I'm assuming it's all. For some Clovelly pants, those are rare. The Pittman shirt was rare, and the Amador hat was also rare. So, I say rare, limited stock from a previous Outlaw Pass, however you want to word that. There's a bunch of stuff you have to do this month in order to get those. I should be getting those spurs. I might not even open it ticket by ticket. I might just, like, wait till the end of the month, see what I don't get, and then send a ticket. But for now, I just wanted to go through that real quick. I did jot those down, and I am going to be kind of keeping an eye on it this month, because there's some pretty rare clothing items, ultra rare clothing items that are available this month. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this resupply.
So I bumped into a feller in town, told me he was having some problems with a gang around here. He's also
You did get
got
the
some
fake beard?
supplies we can
Nice.
use. So I thought, why not kill
That
two
fake
birds with one
beard,
stone?
man.
You help him out, he helps us out. And nobody even needs to get robbed.
Alright, basically defend the campsite here. It's good though, we'll get a wagon out of this. 25 materials. Or 20 rather, 20 materials.
Yeah. Ain't no one gonna say. Kill those goddamn bastards.
I just shoot at the guy I'm trying to help. No.
We're gonna feast on your guts, you bastard. You about to... Hey, keep that. Get rid of him. You're lasting longer than I reckoned. That's it. Killed a lot of them.
Oh, he shot his head off. I was gonna try to throw the guy in the fire, but...
You lousy son of a bitch. Thank you for stepping in, really. Here, take these supplies for your troubles.
Oh, I will. But in a minute.
They're yours, really. Take them. Go on, please, take them.
Alright, I'm working on it. Oh, this guy's still tied up. I thought he killed that guy. This guy's still struggling over here. That's funny. Well, see ya.
I'd like you to have these.
I get it, dude. I want to have them too. Trust me, I want them. But I want this loot first. There we go. Resupply number 950. 950.
Nice
50 more of them bad boys. Finally reset that award after all this time. We just need to do 9,000 more. Oh man, that's ridiculous. Alright. What do we need? 6 large or 7 medium? Or I need to do another distant delivery? I don't think I want to do another distant one though, unless I blow it up and take it on the horse. But we need to hunt anyway. So let's go do some hunting. Good little area over here for deer and such. There's some right there. Don't necessarily care for quality today. It's just a daily for 6 large. Whether they're 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, who cares? Just get them, kill them. Spurs didn't take very long moving in. Got it. 3 star. Nice. I'll take 3 stars. I mean, you don't care for the quality, right? You just want to be able to get 6 large, but it's nice to not care for the quality and still end up with 3 stars.
Docks are looking good. I suppose this'll do.
Jeez. Got to start putting stuff in the hunting wagon. Cause I ain't got no room over there. Shut up, Chris. I feel like we're going to end up getting a second delivery before the 6 large, just because of the way the materials are working this month, with them being worth 2 times. If you restart again, he still takes me to the sheriff? Yeah, so that's the only place where you can... You're talking about trying to fix your character still, right? So if you do, like I said, right, player menu, online options, and then change appearance, you will end up back at the sheriff's in Blackwater. That's the only place in the game where you can do character creation stuff. Character creation, character appearance change. Wild Bunch, howdy, how's it going? You have a rabbit next to the log by your campfire? Like just sitting there? It's Thumper, man. It's Thumper. Tell Thumper I said hi. So yeah, let's go. We need 4 more large animals, but I feel like I'm probably gonna get that second delivery done before we can even put these all in. Just too much of a bonus on the materials. Even with like poor deer, I feel like the materials are outrageous. Just go hunt some panthers, man. Just hunt some panthers, keep them in the wagon, donate them one at a time when you can. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a challenge next week, right? Next week you gotta do, complete your 3 trader dailies, 3 days in a row. For a Clovelly pants, Clovelly pants, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's gonna be a challenge if it's materials to donate. Like, we're gonna be doing some weird stuff on the channel. Like, normally I wouldn't do trader dailies first, but I feel like I'm gonna have to in order to make sure that we get all 3 of them done. There he is. Oh, there's another one up there. Dude, 2-star buck. They're worth so much. But yeah, I might start next week when I'm streaming, and even when I'm not. Start with the trader dailies just to get them done. Make sure we keep that streak going. One star anyway. That's not what I want. Alright, there's 3 in there. I only technically need 1 more for the daily. But we're gonna fill it up. And like I said, we'll see if it even matters. I think just having these in here would probably be a good strategy. Nothing over here, huh? This is usually like prime hunting grounds for deer. The other day I had my camp over here. I was literally walking out of camp and killing 2 deer. Putting one on the horse, carrying the other one back. Go down this way, closer to Emerald. Maybe there'll be some. Those are horses. Usually in this little patch too, there's some. Bunch of crying deer. Feel so bad. For the Blood Money video, hey, no problem. Yeah, that's, I mean, like I said, the original intention of that video was for just helping people with that daily, that 3 Capitelli node daily. But then somewhere along the line, I was like, oh no, that's good for farming Capitelli too, because you know, there's other like 1 or 2 at every Capitelli mission. I feel like I could probably remember about half of them. Maybe some people can remember where all of them are at every mission, but I feel like there's just too many locations for me. My memory ain't what it used to be. Yeah, so I feel like it's a you know, good little video. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but It's a nice little location for farming, for sure. Alright, and then MK still having trouble here. No, I'm asking if there's a bounty on your head. If I restart again, will the player still take me to... No, so as long as, like, so once you're dead, you should no longer have a bounty. Or you can pay your bounty. But yeah, if you're riding around with a bounty, and it's high enough for other players to be killing you, you've been a bad boy. or bad girl. I would say first thing you should do is pay off your bounty and then stop killing townspeople in town or whatever you did to drive up your bounty. Because it has to be at least $5 before players even get notified. And it takes a long time to build up a $5 bounty, unless you're trying. So I would clear that out as soon as possible. And then behave yourself, you know? Otherwise, people are going to come after you. They're going to keep coming after you. Trust me, there are players in this game who they look for ways to interact with their players. They'll shoot you just to get you to shoot back at them. If they see you have a high bounty, that's like you're basically asking for people to come after you. I'm gonna buy some fire bottles. Let Crips cook a little more. I need another tomahawk now too.
Been a while since you were through here. All right, take a look. It's worth buying. I'll buy it. Now, where did you get this, I wonder?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Where'd you get
yes.
this?
People lose these all the time.
Mine or not? And then let me see, how are we doing on defense? Ooh. Yeah, we're kind of close. That's not, I mean, close to pinning it at least, but gosh, that one takes a long time. Even with the amount of looting I do, you'd think that I would get more valuable self-defense that way. I need another bolus. Right?
Good choice.
Good choice.
Goes up real pretty.
All right.
Pleasure doing business.
Let's go. Actually, what we could do too. See if I can find one more deer that I don't have to put in the hunting wagon. Oh yeah, look at that.
Supplies are looking healthy right now.
All right, 19 more goods is 38 more minutes. Dude, still 38 minutes. Even doing it this way, it's like... Crips just takes too long to cook, man. I might actually hop over to Blondie's posse and do her wagon. Get that second distant delivery. Just so we have something to do that's not hunting. Even the hunting, like I thought, I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll hunt while I'm waiting for him to cook. But it's like, no, dude. 2 times materials makes it so you don't really need to hunt. You started playing Red Dead Online just 2 weeks ago. Other players keep killing you. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, that's why, you know, I spend 99.9% of my time in these private lobbies. It's just not worth it. The only people that are left in public lobbies at this point, to me, is like griefers looking to grief, and they end up griefing other griefers. It's like you want to get caught in griefer wars and hang out in public lobbies. This is not worth it to me. These private lobbies are so much better. So let me stand down his posse. Jump in with her. She has a moonshine we can do. I feel like I want to be doing something. I don't want to just be staring at the screen while we're in camp the whole time. Yeah, welcome to RDO, no kidding. It's unfortunate, but yeah. That's Red Dead Online for you. That's Rockstar Games for you. Right, I mean, GTA, I don't play a ton of GTA Online, but from what I understand, it's 10 times worse than RDO. The problem is that Rockstar refuses to do anything about it. You know, they have this defensive mode thing that they put out there, but that doesn't really help. All that does is put you in free game, makes it more difficult for you to shoot back. You technically can parlay, but people figured out that ways to get around that. So, you know, until Rockstar does a true like defensive mode, like I've heard Cap say it before, and I 100% agree. Give me whatever Micah has. You know, I can't kill Micah in story mode for being an asshat. So give me that. Make it so that other players can't even aim on me. Ever. But they won't. They love their griefers. They want you to get griefed. For some reason, they want you to get griefed. I saw something from the earnings call yesterday too, where apparently the last 3 months another 1 million copies of this game were sold. I'm like, dude, who is still buying this game? 6 years later? I don't know. But I'd hate to be someone just coming in now. I didn't like it when I first came in. It's just not the same like it used to be. Watch this. Oh, I was hoping these guys were going to get clocked by my wagon. McFarland's with the moonshine, dang. But it is too bad. It is a great game once you can get through all the nonsense. But there's a lot of nonsense. I mean, I'll never forget one of my earliest memories from playing online. This dude, somebody had just shot his horse, and he was like so distraught. He didn't realize that you could whistle for your horse again after it dies. But like, I could hear him on his headset. You know, back when I used to be in game chat. And he basically was like, oh, this guy just killed my horse. I guess I'll just go back to story mode. And that's unfortunate. There's no, like, matchmaking. Really what it should do is there should be, like, lobbies for people who are, like, rank 10 or lower, rank 50 or lower, whatever. Especially because then most of us who are in like rank 1000s or whatever, we wouldn't have to deal with all that rank 10 nonsense. And yeah, you still get some people like creating low rank characters just to go in and grief and do that stuff, but it should never be a case where me as a rank 1000 with a dynabow and every other tool in the book to destroy rank 5s. But honestly, the biggest troublemakers are the people that are like rank 5, rank 10. They come over from GTA, their little lasso. They think they're cool, lassoing people. It's like, nah, that's not what we do here, man. And that's not to say everybody, right? There's some low rank players that are good people. But it does seem like a lot of the lower ranks are troublemakers, in my experience. But either way, I don't deal with that anymore. Come to the safety of a poker table lobby. Play the game the way I want to play it, get some stuff done. I get to stream it. I don't have to worry about stream snipers. It's like the best. Literally the best. Actually, what I could do, before I run her wagon, I should donate these extra deer to her crypts. And we can run her wagon after that. Tell you about Sasquatch and his buddies. They helped you against a toxic posse player. Showed us how to make private lobbies. Solve the issue. Highly recommend learning it. Yeah, so and it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for MK because he or she is playing on PC. So I know there's ways to do it on PC. I just don't know how. But yeah, I've showed people the poker table lobby thing, and I feel like every good-natured person who plays this game should have access to that. It's a great way to escape from all that nonsense. You know, I started doing it because I was streaming and I was getting stream sniped, and then once I realized how good they are for like all the random spawns and everything, it just made sense to then do it because I think it's a more enjoyable experience overall playing the game. Never mind stream snipers and griefers. It's nice to just be able to do what you want to do and have the game function like more legendary animals, more moonshine bootleg roadblocks, more hideouts, more ambushes. Like that to me is the appeal of the poker table lobbies. I am just making a new batch of moonshine with Blondie, guys. Bear with me one moment. Get her moonshine started back up before we do her delivery, or before I donate her some carcasses. Oh, she needs peaches. She doesn't have any peaches. This is one thing I would like. At one time I explored having another view, in-game view of like what I'm doing with Blondie. So that I don't have to like be like, hey, I'm doing this right now, I'm doing that right now. I can actually see it on the screen, in like the bottom right hand corner maybe. I may try to get that set back up too. I need to find the little device that I was using to capture her gameplay. But I think that could make for... It wouldn't be on all the time, but like for right now, you know, you guys are just staring at my guy standing there while I'm moving her character around to the Moonshine Shack. I think it would be nice to maybe be able to see that. Especially since she's on PS4, it takes forever for her to travel. Like, she's traveling to camp right now, but she might be here in half an hour. Gunner, no, I don't actually play with other people. I have a few people I play with, you know, but I've known them a long time. I don't play with people that I don't know. Definitely not people come in the chat first time. You're welcome to stay and hang out and chat, get to know us a little better. But if you're just looking for a streamer to jump in on and play with, sorry. I'm not that person. Alright, Blondie, what are you doing? So she's halted, actually. She is halted because she needs goods. Okay, interesting. Alright, let me put this controller down. Let me... Oh wait, you know what? Oh, my hunting wagon, not my horse. Startup Metafile. No, you don't have to be rank 1000. You just have to be someone I know and trust. So Braytech knows kind of how to do it from listening to like Gen X and Orchid and them talk about it. Alright, since Blondie needs materials, and I need a couple more donations for the daily, let's kill two birds with one stone.
Getting a little low on supplies here. That's top notch. Very nice.
There's my 9 for 9. I'm gonna give her the rest of these.
Good stuff.
He doesn't necessarily need it, right? His was like almost full.
Okay, this'll have to do.
And that puts her in good place. I'm gonna have to remember that. Donate to her because she's not doing resupply missions. I'm ordering resupplies for her. Unless I really need it on him, which I don't think we will. But either way, there's our 9 for 9 daily roll challenges today. What other games do I like playing right now? So I'm actually getting ready to upload. I'm very excited. I would have started uploading videos for this game I've been playing sooner. But I do have a friendly reminder to everyone. It's actually midnight tonight. Actually, did it end up being... Did I screw that up? Is it gonna go live? Hold on, that reminds me, I gotta take a look at this. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Hopefully I don't screw up my stream. Thank you for reminding me of this. I know you didn't mean to, but, so November 8th, it says, let me see something, hold on. I have this video that's going live. Okay, it is. So it's 3 a.m. technically my time. It's gonna go live. So we'll divert a little bit here. I used to play in this band. I still do. We haven't played any shows in a while. We haven't really gotten together to write or even practice. So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I play in this band. Technically, officially, I'm still an official member of this band. And we wrote this song not too long ago and recorded it, and I felt like it had a good sort of energy, sort of lyric theme centered around, like, it could be, originally it wasn't intended to be this, but I had an epiphany at one point where I was like, oh yeah, let's do some video game stuff with it. So the song is called Warriors. So if you look on my channel under the playlist, I have what's called my Warriors playlist. Right now it's 4 songs, four videos, 2 from the Horizon series, 2 from the God of War series, where I kind of set the music to some of the cutscenes from those, the cinematics from those games. Finally got around to doing one for Arthur from Red Dead 2 Story Mode. That goes live tonight, like overnight tonight, Friday technically, I guess. So if I didn't work on that video, I have this other video game series I've been playing that I'm going to start uploading probably like every Friday. The game is called Neva, and I didn't know how to pronounce it for a long time until I finally played it. It's Neva. It's about this... The main character, I guess, is... The playable main character is supposed to be a young woman. And Neva, her wolf pup, it's all about her, like, trying to get through this dark forest. And I don't want to say too much, I don't want to spoil it, but it's all about her trying to get through this dark forest with her wolf pup, white wolf pup. So, those of you who know me for a long time, you know I love wolves. As soon as we saw it, I was watching the Game Awards. I forget if it was like actual Game Awards or if it was like one of their showcases. They showed clips from the game, and the artwork looked so good. And the story looked cute, too. I will say it ended up being a very short game. I think it was like 5 hours. I've seen people play through it in like 2.5, but it took me 5 hours. It's one of those like platform games where you make one mistake and you die. So that's one of those like Prince of Persia style games where there was a million deaths. I probably died, I mean, I don't know, over 100 times. Probably closer to 1,000. But the story is really good. The artwork is really good. Visually, it's like one of the most amazing games I've seen. The graphics are toned back, so it's not like graphics like what you're seeing here. But that doesn't mean it's not beautiful in its own way. Very cool kind of color scheme. So the way it works, the story is there's 4 chapters. Chapter 1 starts, it's summer. So it's a lot of greens, and the light is very bright because it's like summertime theme. Chapter 2 is fall, and then Chapter 3 is winter. When we get to Chapter 2, the colors are like orange and red, almost like an autumn, forest showcase. Very, very cool. And there's some other stuff they do too that I don't want to give away. But I am going to start uploading videos for that, probably like once a week coming up here soon. It'll probably only be like 5 videos because, like I said, it's only a 5-hour game. But it was only like $20, so it wasn't like I didn't feel cheated out of any money. It did a lot of what I had been asking video games to do for a long time. Look, don't get me wrong, I love story mode of this game. I'm going to do another playthrough of this, probably like my 15th playthrough of this, starting in January. I'll live stream it. We'll talk about a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about right now. I didn't mind it at the time, going and doing all the collectibles and all the side quests and everything else, but what I noticed was this trend with open world games where, and Rockstar kind of started it, it just became too much. There's like, over 200 collectibles. Like, the one I talk about most frequently is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, if you do all the side quests, all the different sort of like little collectible things, all the random events that can spawn in, all the different legendary animals in that game, it's almost 800 different collectible / side quest type game missions. There's a story to Valhalla too, but to me it was like, dude, this is just too much. Like, and then it started to become more and more of a theme. Like every new open world game that I played, I was like, there's no need for almost 1,000 collectibles. Like, this is ridiculous. So, credit to Ubisoft, they actually dialed it back with their most recent Assassin's Creed game, Mirage, and it was only like a 40-hour game. There was like maybe 3 or 4 side missions and maybe only like 100 collectibles. I was like, this is so great. Well, what Neva did was even better, where it was like, really dialed back the combat. Like, the combat is much more simple than a lot of games that I've played. that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just more simple. It's like you have like, so I think it was square was the attack button, circles the dodge button, and you can do a thing where you if you hit X and jump in the air and then hit down on the joystick and hit square at the time, there's like a down attack. So it's like regular attack, down attack, and dodge. Like that's how simple the combat is, but it's still amazing. And I feel like you know, some of these guys are going to say beating a dead horse over here, but we talked a lot about the Horizon Forbidden West, and where I feel like Guerrilla went wrong with that game was to try to overdo the combat system, and it got to be so frustrating. It was like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm just going to hack and slash. So Neva does a really good job of dialing back the combat to the point where it's still very good, very fun, but you don't have to know a ton of different button combinations in order to have a cool attack that may or may not work because you missed a button as part of the combo. So, yeah, it was hitting on a lot of things that I was like, oh man, this is like a lot of the stuff I've been asking for. Like, it didn't take me a ton of time to play. I played it in one night, almost one sitting. I think I got up to go like turn the heat down at one point because it was too hot in the room. Maybe stopped to use the restroom or whatever at that point, but I was able to complete it in a 5.5 hour session on like a Thursday night, just after, you know, finished up just after midnight. So very cool game. If you are someone who has a dog or any other pet, I guess, or just an animal lover in general, it's awesome. So the enemies are, and again, I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to spoil it, but basically the enemies are like these dark apparitions. They're like supposed to represent like corruption, right? So you're being hunted by like these black and white, almost like I don't know what they're enemies, right? They're enemies. But there's so many cool moments. There's like a moment where you have to like, you know, a lot of the enemies are smaller starting out, and then there's one moment where there's really big enemies like chasing after you through the woods, and you have to hit the jumps perfectly. If you don't time your jumps perfectly, you're gonna get caught. But yeah, really, really cool game. I'm looking forward to finally putting it on the channel. And then the other thing I'm looking forward to is actually next Thursday, a week from today, talked about Horizon. The Lego Horizon Adventures is coming out, so that's another thing that's on the radar right now. But mostly just this, Red Dead. A lot of Red Dead right now. Did take some time out to play Neva, and looking forward to Lego Horizon Adventures. That's a co-op game that I'm actually looking forward to playing with my 8-year-old daughter. So. What other games? Braytech Finder Rank 1000 Fret. No, Braytech's is being silly. Braytech's got like 3 or 4 characters. He knows how to do, if not everything, pretty much everything on the channel. Yeah, Petty, how's it going? I got the camera on today. Put the camera back on. It's been, I don't know, months since I put the camera on, but it's on for today. Got a new setup here. Finally pretty happy with the room I'm in at the new house. Looking to do a few more things here and there, maybe even this afternoon. Make a couple changes, a couple more minor changes, and yeah. So might get another camera set up if I can do it. Might get like a room cam. I don't know. We're gonna explore with a whole bunch of different stuff. So we are still waiting. Yeah, this is like 28 minutes still on this guy. I mean, I guess keep hunting, right? Keep the materials full. But dailies are done. I skipped these PvP general dailies. We did all 9 roll challenges. I'd like to get at least one more resupply, but that's gonna take a while. I'm trying to think of like what else can we do, man. Sniper headshots is at 585. Sniper kills in general is at 196. I'm trying to add more focus to these things. Players killed from behind. I don't even know why I pinned that. That can get unpinned. Actually, Blondie's not too far away from a wagon. Blondie's got 8 more minutes. We can run her wagon. In the meantime, let's, I guess, do some hunting. It's weird. It's a very different month. I almost don't feel like doing any collecting. That gun is dirty again. Restart Buck, man. I don't even know if I have room for this. Might need to rejoin her posse. You know, let's go ahead and do that, actually. Because he's not going to have another wagon today. At least not until after the stream. Let me go ahead and join Blondie's posse. We'll give this 3-star Buck to her. She needs the materials. And then in, like I said, maybe another 6-7 minutes, she'll have a wagon for us to deliver. She'll have a 25 good. Maybe I'll do one of those 25 good locals. I don't know. I feel like the just hunting and collecting goods for a wagon to get to 100 goods, I'm over it. So, hasn't even been 2 days into the new month. I think I'm just gonna do local deliveries and do those resupplies as quickly as possible. Do those local deliveries. Keep it at 25. Blow the wagon up. Take the goods on the horse. And just do some short deliveries. Unless it's required for a daily. Go to her camp. Doing good. Doing good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, you've been over on... what'd you go to, Twitch or Kick? One of those two, I think you did. Neva, here, I'll put it in the chat. N-E-V-A. It looks like Neva, or Neva, but it's pronounced Neva. And you hear her, she says it quite a lot. That's one of the cool things. You press the triangle button and she calls the wolf. There's not a lot of dialogue, there's hardly any dialogue, but she does call the wolf over. Almost like I just whistled for my horse. You can... Neva! But it's cool. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's probably a bit of a surprise for a lot of people that I would like something like that. It's outside of the norm. I mean, most of what I do here on the channel, most of what I enjoy as a gamer is open world games, but for reasons I highlighted before, kind of moving away from that. Not that I'll ever move completely away from it, but I don't have the energy anymore to go do 700 collectibles or whatever it was required for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The open world games have just gotten too big, and they're buggy because of it. Like, I did not experience a single bug in the 5.5 hours that I played Neva. And I think it speaks a lot to the things that they can test when they scale things back like that. And again, not scaled back in a bad way. It was an amazing game. It was like one of my favorite games I played of most recent years. So I didn't feel like it was lacking because of that. Like I said, if anything, it was all positives. I don't want a 1-star deer. Basically just hunting for Blondie at the moment. Keep her materials full because she's not going to be doing resupply missions. But yeah, it's it was good. It was like, you know, I hate to use the word cute, right? Because of what that implies, but it was cute. It was like cute but badass. Not a combination I would have thought of before. And it takes a little while to get into. You know, it's a lot of scrolling, it's a side-scrolling platform game, right? So you're doing a lot of jumping, a lot of like back and forth. But the old school Mario fan, the old school Zelda fan in me loved it, right? Like that's the games I grew up with. So not overly complex, but that doesn't mean it's easy either. Like I thought. One of my first thoughts was like, oh wow, Morgan's going to struggle with this because Morgan wanted to play it, and she's going to play it eventually. But if you haven't played a platformer before, like Prince of Persia was the most recent one I had played. It was,
Supplies are good. I'm a happy man.
A little bit of a struggle, but a good struggle, a challenge, if you will. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Braytech. Braytech knows what I'm talking about with Valhalla. You went to Twitch a little over a year ago? Nice. How's it going over there? I've heard good things and bad things. I actually tried. I did try to stream once over there. I didn't care for it. It's like a different environment. I like it over here. That's not to say that one's better than the other, but for me personally, even with all my frustrations, I still like it over here. Dude, Midas is a ghost. Cool. That's Blondie's horse. I wonder if it's because he's too close to... I don't know why that is, actually. Not a great area for hunting, but we did get that 3-star deer over here just now. I'll wait until I see that she's ready, another minute or two on her delivery. Skunk. This thing took off, huh? Where is it? Ah. But I am definitely looking forward to some Lego Horizon Adventures. I don't know, Wild Bunch, if you're familiar with Horizon or not. Braytech's actually streaming the remastered version of Zero Dawn. I think he's going to be streaming again Saturday and Sunday. Definitely check that out. If you're not already subscribed to Braytech's channel and you want to check out Horizon, I highly encourage it. Zero Dawn's one of my favorite games of all time. Forbidden West was good too, but I think Zero Dawn's maybe a little better. I haven't checked out the remastered version yet, but the new thing that they have coming out, new game, it's not just a remastered version of an old game, is Lego Horizon Adventures, combination of Lego, which I love, combination of Horizon, which I love too. I'm curious, can't wait to see what it looks like. Next Thursday that comes out, so next Thursday's stream will probably be a little shorter than usual. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now. Probably gonna get in, do some dailies, maybe do a wagon, and then get out of here so I can go do play some Lego Horizon Adventures. Why can't you buy a horse stable? I do not know. You have enough money to buy a horse, so you have to buy a stable first before you can buy the horse. Have you tried? I don't even remember how to buy a stable. It's been so long. What do you need to do? You need to go to the stable? Yeah, no, I'm not so worried about my man card. I just didn't want to give off the wrong impression of the game. You know, because you say cute, and a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm not going to play a game that's cute. I don't care. I thought it was more than just cute. Like I said, it was somehow cute, but also badass. I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those things that you can't really put it in any one box, which I think is a good thing, right? Like, yes, it's a platformer, but it wasn't like as intense as Prince of Persia, Lost Crown. Yes, it's
Did I ever tell you about that?
like I talked about the combat. They scaled the combat way back, but doesn't mean it was boring.
Managed to get ourselves locked in the safe.
Jose, how's it going? Welcome.
Nature calling. The stench in
Yeah,
there
cute.
knocked the clerk on his
Hey,
back
Gen
and
X, how's it
opened the
going?
door,
Speaking of cute.
and we managed to escape. Mr. Pete and
It was good. I think everyone should check it out. You know, it's
hang the next day.
maybe flew under your radar. I know it probably would have flew under mine, but we just happened to be watching the showcase on the Game Awards channel back in like March or April of this year. So we kind of had it on our radar. Me and Morgan had it on our radar for a while. But I could see where, you know, it reminded me, here's a good comparison. It reminded me of Stray, right? So if you've played Stray, cute game, right, with the cats. It was maybe not as, what am I looking for here? very similar to that, where like there wasn't a lot of guidance in Stray. You kind of just roamed around a little bit, but you knew that there were like some puzzles to solve. Like I remember at one point there was like a basketball that you could like knock over into a basketball hoop, and you got like a trophy or something for that. Very similar to that, where a lot of it was you're exploring on your own, and maybe the path isn't always so clear until you move a couple things around or do a couple things. So very similar to that, and cute in that regard. Like I think it's an independent game developer too, so that kind of goes in line with Stray also. All right, let me start Blondie's wagon here. I am going to do a local delivery. It's only $125, but I don't care. I don't care about the money. He's probably only going to make like 60. My wife buys and puts together Christmas villages for Lego. Me too. Me too. Actually, probably being delivered at some point today is the most recent winter village set, the hot air balloon, whatever it is. Santa's post office is coming. I also ordered the botanical garden Lego set. I love, like, I mean, old school in me. Like, I had the Lego sets when I was a kid, you know, the 80s police station and fire station and stuff like that. And then for a long time, I wasn't building with them. Up until maybe about 10 years ago, I got back into it, right before the kids were born. I started building this Lego baseball stadium, custom designed baseball stadium. And that kind of restarted the whole Lego building thing. But I have a huge Lego city in Mom's basement. Hoping to maybe someday get it over into my own basement. But where did my goods just go? There we go. Yeah, this is how I'm going to do my trader deliveries from now on. I don't care about money or extra XP or anything. I just want to get these things done so we can get these resupplies done. And I could not stand sitting there watching Crips cook goods the other day. It was driving me nuts. But I love, like, if you go to the main page on my channel from like a computer and you scroll down far enough, you'll see my other channels. One is the band channel, which I kind of referenced earlier, talking about this most recent song and the video that's coming with Arthur tomorrow. But also I have my Lego channel is there's like a little, not a link, I don't know what the word is. You can click on my Lego channel and subscribe to that too. It's under like my other channels, so I could even get a link in a second here for people who are interested in that. But I have a pretty extensive, I don't even know how many bricks, but it's probably like over 100,000 bricks in my mom's basement. And then we have a winter village here too. I'm still kind of getting stuff settled at the new house here as far as that goes, but I have the winter village train and I want to like do a track layout. Maybe put some white tiles on the train tracks to make it look like snow and stuff like that, so. Everywhere. I actually should be skinny these. I need big game meat. But I can also go to the swamps at any point and get a gator for that purpose. Why is my guy covered in soot? Was I that close to the wagon when I dynamited it? Really? I didn't think I was that close. Dude, there were enemies trying to chase me that whole time? And they couldn't catch me because I was on my horse.
How are you?
This is definitely the way to do it. I mean, if you're new to the trader role, I suggest you do as many goods as possible. and try to do it from the wagon. But if you're like me and you've done a ton of trader deliveries, you don't need the money or the XP. That's the way to do it. Like she's ready for another 25 now. I'm gonna have her do actually order supplies. There was a card over here though. Let me grab that first. 50 bucks. I don't care though. I don't give a rip about the money. And then let me have him drop so that his goods cook back into his own posse. How do you buy a horse stable? So if you go to the stables, I'm actually not going to be able to show you exactly how to do that because I have 10 horses. But if you go to the stables, either Valentine or Blackwater or Saint Denis, Scarlet Meadow, you should, when you go to buy a horse, it should give you the option to buy a stable first. I'd have to like go back and look at that. It's been so long since I bought a stable. But honestly, MK, I think you should. Don't do it right now because I don't want to lose a viewer. but I think you should go and start searching some tutorial videos on YouTube. You know, Red Dead Online intro videos. I think could suit you probably. I don't have any of them here on my channel, but I know there's a ton of them out on YouTube. Part of the reason why I don't have them on my channel is because there's already so many of them on YouTube. But yeah, just go like, you know, type what you're typing into my chat, right? Take it and put it into YouTube, and it will, you know, do like RDO, how to buy a stable. I guarantee you'll get a tutorial video. Because I'm not going to be able to show you. As much as I would love to, I have 10 horses. I have 10 stables. I guess if I got rid of a horse, I could show you what an empty stable looks like, but I've already bought all the stable stalls that I could possibly buy. I'm going to go to the stable just to show you, but what you're going to see is going to look a lot different than what I'm showing you right now. So like I have horses. Mine says manage owned horses. I'm pretty sure if you go to buy horses, you have to buy a stable first. See, mine says manage owned horses. I think yours will. I forget what it says the very first time, but like if I go to manage owned horses and I didn't have 10 horses already stabled, there would be an option here for buying a stable. So like if you only have one horse, the second slot is going to be to buy a stable. If you have 2 horses, the third slot would be to buy the stable. All the way down until you get your 10th horse, and then you can't buy any more stables, so you don't see it anymore. Hopefully that helps. For now, I'm going to buy some provisions, horse provisions. Big Lego store in the town you live, so she buys everything. Yeah, we so not the town where we live, but not too far from here. There's a decent sized Lego store. I do most of mine online though, especially like so. The one big thing I wanted today just came out, or big thing I wanted this week just came out on Tuesday, or was it Monday? Either way, there's a big set that just came out. Botanical Gardens. It's like 3,000 piece set. I think it would look really good in the middle of my park that I have in my city. So my options were go to the Lego store, possibly have to stand in line for an hour just to get in, or just order it online. And I opted for the online this time. A lot of times, like I'm big into what they call the modular line. It's like the official buildings. So like they have like a police station, a hotel, but they're like official looking buildings. They come out once a year, January 1st usually. Last year they had to come out a little earlier. It was a museum of history, like a natural history museum. came out December 1st, but usually comes out January 1st. So I've gone and stood in line for like an hour before. You know, get there an hour early thinking you'll be the first person there, and there's already like 60 people waiting in line. Like it's like for a new iPhone. So long story short, I just don't do that anymore. I kind of gave up on it. You know, I can wait. But as fun as it was, I used to every New Year's Day for like 5 or 6 years straight. I would go stand in line, get the new set, come home, start building it, and by the end of the day it was complete. It takes about 8 hours to build these things. They're like really big, really intricate sets. And then somewhere along the line I was like, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. I'll just wait. So I don't do it on New Year's Day anymore. But still get those sets. Lego. Hey, it's a big thing, man. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There's like a whole, what they call AFOL, Adult Fan of Lego, AFOL. There's a lot of people who are big into it. And I'm one of them, you know? It's like, it helps that my daughter likes it too. She got into it now, so I'm not sure I would be as into it as I had been if it wasn't for her. But yeah, I got 2 big sets on the way today. The Botanical Garden, and then like I mentioned, that Winter Village Christmas set.
We're in business.
This is just taking too long. It's another 20 minutes. You guys really want to sit here and watch me look at crypts for 20 minutes? I don't know.
In your own time.
Got yours on Amazon. What do you got on Amazon? Stray? Stray is a great game. Pretty much play only horror games now. I played a little horror / survival game. I don't remember the name of it last year. What the heck was the name of that game? Josh Duhamel was like the character model. It was his voice. I wanted to play Alan Wake 2, but I just never got around to it. I kept telling myself, I'm going to do it during October for Halloween.
Come on, I'm a busy man.
I just never got around to it. So, I don't know, man. This guy takes too long. I wish there was a way to speed him up. You know? 2 times materials is nice, but he still cooks at the same slow-ass rate. And I know people, put the flag down. That is some griefer bullshit. Do not listen to that. Griefers told you to put the flag down so they could come attack you while you were in camp. Do not put your flag down. Crips does not cook any faster whether the flag is down or the flag is up. But yeah, so. I don't know, man. How long have I been going? 2 hours and 43 minutes. I want to keep going. But there ain't much going on. Blondie's waiting for supplies to arrive. So she's still halted. You got another 20 minutes before his next delivery is ready. He doesn't really have a lot of room for me to do any hunting. Like I could maybe hunt like a deer. It's not gonna take me 20 minutes to hunt 1 deer though. I don't know. I think it's gonna be kind of a slow month. I would totally do a CTA, but that's going to stop Crips. So that's kind of counterproductive. I don't know. Go see Harriet and get sprayed. I gotta go see her anyway because of the... What was it? What the Wakabor? Wakabor? I couldn't donate that earlier. I couldn't take a sample. Which I'm surprised. I can't believe I had 3 of those. Normally once I get them, I go and sell them to her right away. I must have got sprayed that most recent time too. Maybe it is gonna take me 20 minutes to find a deer. Where the hell are the deer? There's one. Wasn't there before, but it's there now. I'll make it last a little longer. So this little lasso technique's good if you're maybe not so good at using a gun. It'll keep your pelts as close to perfect as possible. There's actually an award for killing large animals with a knife. I think that's under the hunting. Yeah, maxed out on this guy. Blondie's getting close to maxing it out too, so it's not that difficult of an award to achieve. I did reset my kill small animals with a bow. Did I do that live the other day? I forget if I did that live or if I did that off stream. But that's been reset. I still need to skin more legendary animals. What are you doing up there? Can't do moonshine because we did our trader. It's gonna probably bug out even though I switched posses. I don't even need this. I don't know why I did that. I was like, oh, I can take 2 large animals back. One of them is gonna make my materials fill all the way up. I don't think I'll have room for both of these. We're gonna find out. Spot Helldivers 2 on Monday. Looking forward to playing it. Nice. Yeah, I would do a solo CTA, but I don't want my goods to stop cooking, man.
I ain't got the time nor the patience for strangers.
I guess
Stocks
I
are looking
do
good.
this.
Good stuff. That's top notch.
Got room for one more.
Watch yourself out.
Oh, card over here. One star. Alright, let's go face the music with Harriet. She's gonna spray me for sure. Basically been slaughtering animals since the trader thing went live Tuesday. I might have even started on Monday. I think I gotta jump on it. But I would like to sell her. I have a feeling that's not the last time we're gonna see that boar this month, so let's go to LeGras. Alright, Harriet.
with innocent blood.
Let me see what you've
I
collected.
know what you've been up to.
That was
Word
a
travels
given.
fast in the forest. Well, I won't stand for it.
Yeah, I gotta check out Helldivers. I don't know. It was a lot of noise. It was a lot of things. I don't know. It's like overstimulated, I guess. When I was watching other people stream that, I don't know if that's the best option for me. Alright, where did we end up? Horses over here. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna wait out this timer from Harriet. Sell her what I can. I gotta pick up some sedative rounds too, but I don't know, man. It's like not a whole lot going on that I think is exciting or streamable. The hostile bullfrog, dude. That bullfrog, that was wild. But yeah, I think that might do it for me. Let me see. What can we do? Naturalist, not this month. I mean, trader, right? So this isn't gonna really do me anything. Moonshiner. We're getting close on this. These two are almost maxed out. That one, if I do one per day, that should be maxed out. I guess kind of towards the beginning of 2025, within the first month of 2025. This one I do when it's a daily, so that one might take a little longer. You never know though, this one might catch up to this one. But either way, bounty hunting. Not doing any bounty hunting today. Collector's done. Only things I collect now are for dailies. And maybe if I get a set, I'll wait for collector bonus month to trade the set in. 950, waiting for this next delivery so I can get the 951. I'm hoping maybe by the end of this trader month we'll get that one reset, but all these others, they've been reset, man. They're all maxed out. Sharpshooter, I showed you guys. I'm working on sniper rifle kills, getting there, but I'm not going to get either one of these two by the end of the stream today, no matter how many snipers I do. I had that one pinned, and then I never ended up killing any flying birds. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it for today. Go do some other stuff. Maybe move my setup around a little bit. I don't know. 20 more weeks? No, 40 more weeks for that to be maxed out. Yeah, so that's gonna do it. I mean, there's not enough going on in the game right now. It's not like, you know, I could do a big collector run if I was on Blondie, but I want to stream the trader stuff from this guy, so I think that's going to do it for today. So, appreciate everyone who was here. If you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you like Red Dead content, I do a ton of it here on the channel. Probably going to stream again Monday. Keep an eye out for that Arthur Warriors video. That's going live overnight tonight. So, at least for me anyway, by the time I wake up tomorrow, that will be live already. If you haven't already, if you forgot on the way in, if you could hit the like button for me on the way out, I'd appreciate it. It does help out the video. It helps out the channel. Yeah. Trader month. Trying to do the trader month thing, but it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow going. No matter what you do, you can't get Crips cook faster. He's just a slow old man. On that note, till next time, everyone, take care.